guys, welcome back. So what we've got today is a bit of a short one because the weather is still really ordinary for the weekend, so no paint going on, but we're going to get the body shell door jambs all masked up, or try to get them masked up through the week. Just going to get a bit of a clean on the windows and the trim so we can mask them up, and then we'll hand rub all the door jambs and get it ready to mask up. But it's been a while since this thing was sitting out in the carport and it's a bit grubby, so we've got half a chance of the tape sticking to it. We'll give it a wipe over quickly. Okay, that'll do for the front one. So now I'll find some tape and we'll mask up the edges where we want to wrap it around. Okay, so I've made the decision that I'm going to mask off all the cowl and everything as well. I was just going to do the door frames and the inside of the doors, so that way they could back mask them and get them wrapped up, ready to put the paint on the outside. But through here it's going to get messy, so we're going to wrap up the screen, roof, rear screen and visor, wrap up all the engine bay and the cowl, leave that open, and even if we don't put paint on the quarter panels, bonnet, boot, that kind of stuff, when we do the jambs, we're going to do the jambs and flow it across the scuttle panel there, all in one hit, and see how that plays out. So that's the plan anyway. I may change my mind between now and then, but just trying to work out what's going to look the neatest. It's a bit low. The white tape. So basically we're just outlining it with the narrow tape, then getting the wider tape and going back along and giving ourselves a wider target for when we're putting the paper down. So that hopefully we don't have anything get in underneath it. One. And the line we're taping off in the engine bay is where there's like a rubber gasket clips along there. So hopefully the taped up line, when we put that back on, is hid behind that rubber gasket. So that way you can't really tell where we taped up. Well, that's the plan anyway, whether it works out or not. Okay, so you get the idea behind that. I'm not going to make you sit through the rest of that, it's really boring. I'll get in and get some more taped up. Okay guys, so I've changed my mind again. I've decided we're going to wrap up the entire front part of the car. We're going to mask underneath the bonnet because that's already been painted in gloss, and going to then fold the paper back up underneath and mask up underneath. Drape all this around, and we'll do the back windscreen and the roof and the front screen. And we're going to get in and give the bonnet, cowl, the jams, the boot lid, they're all ready for a final rub. They've been body worked and they're straight. They just needed the last triple coat of primer to block back and get that smooth. The jams are good enough for the jams, and there's a couple little runs and stuff we've got to rub out, and we'll block them. Quarter panels probably need a little bit more work in one or two spots that I can see walking around. We'll block them and see if they need any more primer on there, or if what we've got on there is enough, because I did put a fair decent coat on there, so we had some paint to work. And so we're going to go get the whole car wrapped up, door frames wrapped up, and have it all ready to block. Then we'll wash it all down, wipe it down, and get it ready for the colour. And we'll do the colour in one walk around, so that way, because Dylan's gone to pearl, hopefully we won't get any heavy spots, shadows, that kind of stuff. All the doors, they're ready to go. They just need a final block. I was going to do them inside, then mask up the inside and do the outer. I've decided I'll put them on those frames that we've got and do them inside and out all in one hit. So there's only the two front fenders that we have to fix up, which you'll see probably in the next one. I'll get Dylan on to start to strip those back and get them all to bare metal. The front nose cone on this driver's side one has had a bit of a schmuck in it, and that needs a fair bit of work, but we'll show you that one. That should come out okay. So fingers crossed we'll get those two front fenders done and the whole thing's ready to go into colour. So I'll probably spend the next couple of weekends or a couple of nights through the week and on the weekend getting this all wrapped up, and I'll get Dylan onto those fenders. Alrighty, so that's our plan of attack for it from here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.